What's up there, YouTube? Blind Dave back with you again. Mommy and Daddy are mating again. Mo babies. And now, this video here, I want to talk a little bit about, I don't know, my next level, my next goal is what I'm looking at. Now, I say next level because let's say you've already loaded the boat on dent, veritasium, pillar. You got a good bit of Litecoin. You got a bunch of Theta. You got a whole lot of Digibyte. You got a whole lot of Redcoin. You already reached several goals that you wanted to reach. You know, you got your 0.1 Bitcoin, a little over, a couple Bitcoin Cash, you know, just to have. Good stash of Litecoin and all, but no, I'm thinking the next thing, you know, after those coins all jump up and go nuts, kind of want to reflect back on Populous here. Y'all all remember Uncle Cliff. Now, talking about Populous, I'm going to give y'all a couple examples of some stuff I've been thinking about here. Alright, so Populous, they do invoice factoring, which is a small business. You know, they need money. They've already delivered the goods. They've already provided the service. They're owed a certain amount of money, but they won't get paid for, say, 30, 60, 90 days. So they go to a bank or a financial institution. They charge them 50, 60%. Okay, let's say that order was a $10,000 order. In the bank or financial institution, they charging 50, 60% of that. Think about that for a sec. In comes Populous, where just say they, charging 20%. So, you figure for every 10 grand, $10,000, you're controlling, or you're going to receive 2,000 of that. Now with Populous, it's invoice factoring, whereas from 5 days to 90 days. So from as little as 5 days, so let's say that the check will clear next week, whatnot, that's cool and all, and then you'll get paid in 5 days, up to 90 days. But I'm just figuring on a month basis, on a 30-day basis. Mainly because I do everything on the damn first anyway. I do a little water and vinegar down the PVC tube for the AC lines and replace the air filters on the first of every single month. Every single month. Clean out them grills too. The air intake grills. Clean them jokers out. That'll ruin the coil on the air conditioner. But anyway, that's just the landlord in me, I guess. But anyway, so no, on $10,000, you're going to make $2,000. Now, right now, Populous is what, $3 and some change? Remember, not that long ago, it was like $75, $80 for Populous. Okay, so after Digibyte and Litecoin and Ethereum and Bitcoin and Pillar and Veritasium, after everything starts to take off, and it will, when it does, I don't give a damn if it's 5 years from now. This is an investment. You don't look at a 401k every 5 seconds, do you? But no. So let's say at $3 and some change, that's where I originally got in on Populous after the ICO on, what was it, Ether Delta, before it became Fork Delta. Like $3 and some change. I was buying Populous and Pay. I forget what that one was, but PAY. But anyway, I wish I'd have bought more Populous instead of Pay. 10x, that's what Pay was, 10x. Okay, anyway, sold off all of that. That was, thank God. I might buy back in a little later, but for right now, this is the main goal. This is what we're going for. Alright, so let's say you got 500 tokens of Populous. Okay, on those 500 tokens, we're just going to call it an even $100, not $80 or $75 like what it was before. Let's just say shit starts to take off. Oh yeah, right now they're still only in Europe and whatnot, so, but that's fine. One day it'll happen over here in the US, and I'll give a couple examples of that here shortly. I took some notes. But now just say you got 500 tokens, they valued at $100 a token. That comes out to $50,000. Now here's where it gets cool. With that $50,000, you can then control it or leverage it many times. And I'm figuring a factor of 10. So I'm going to leverage it by 10. Now, I think that was the theorem, was that that 50,000 at 10 would then give you $500,000 worth of invoices that you can then control. So you got $50,000 in, and you can control $500,000 per month or per term, for however long it's locked up. Like I said, 5 days to 90 days. Alright, here's where it gets even more cool. So now for every $10,000 you do of invoice factoring, you're making $2,000 per deal. So per deal, that's 20%, not 50 or 60% like banks and financial institutions do. Alright, so now that 50,000, let me back up the truck here. Alright, so now you got $500,000 worth of invoices you control. Alright, now so then divided by 10, because every $10,000 worth you then earn 2,000. So now that 50,000, which would be the 500,000 divided by 10, so 50,000, it is times $2,000 per contract, gives you $10 million a year. Is that right? Am I the only one reflecting back on this stuff? Okay. When Populous came out, all of a sudden there was something about where it went over 5,000. I'm gonna say $5,750. I know it's over $5,000 right after ICO per token. Right now you can get them at $3. Really? Who gives a shit if it's 5 years? Really? This is money you don't need tomorrow. Besides, this is next level, and this is a constant income. This is generational income. Think about that. So you saying that that's 10 million a year. Now that ain't but 500 tokens. My goal right now is to get up to 1,000 tokens. And you know what? Let's divide. Let's go 500 tokens at 10 million a year. So 1,000 tokens will give you 20 million a year as an income. Now let's just call it, let's just divide that in half again, just to be on the ultra conservative side, and say, oh, well, you know what, at 1,000 tokens, we still only made 10 million this year. Ain't that some shit? So yeah, I'm getting my eyes on the prize. This next level of crypto, when it does go nuts, and it will, these businesses are gonna need something like this. These small businesses out there, All right. So let's take the trucking industry. So the trucking industry, you gotta go through a dispatcher and through a contract. Hence contracts. Some businesses aren't paid for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Step right in and you walk right in and you sign every damn trucker up out there, every damn company out there, Cal Fulmer, whoever, Swift, sure wish I finished training. Yeah, I said it. I said damn Swift trucks. Sure wish I finished training. But no, y'all. Trucking industry. Let's just say it's with Lumber Liquidators, just to throw a name out there. I don't, y'all don't get all butthurt. I'm using your name. I don't mean nothing by it. I'm just throwing a good name out there because I know y'all get stuff from Cal Fulmer out of Miami. Anyway, Lumber Liquidators, they're gonna pay Cal Fulmer 10 grand on that last load, which really is going to be a shitload more than that. But I'm just saying, for instance, that's just one deal, one load. Think of how many trucks, 18-wheelers, are on the road all day, all night. All day, all night. Running freight. That's an instant case where it's just turnkey, just bam, and it's running, it's done. That's just one spot. Look at the automotive industry. I had to run an automotive shop for a while. It took some companies like GE Capital and PH&H, all these different fleet companies out there. It took them 30, 60, 90 days, some of them 6 months to pay on one invoice. Well, let's say that one automotive shop, not even including that they had 28 stores at the time, okay? Just one automotive shop. I used to do a ton of fleets. An absolute ton of fleets. We had a separate division at the corporate office. Anyway, that was after I left the dealership and all. But let's get back to the point. The PH&H, GE Capital, that's another right immediate say this automotive shop here wants to get paid for their invoices through PH&H, GE Capital, whatever fleet company it is. Bam, done. There's another instant case, turnkey, right away, done. When all these other companies go nuts and go live, like DigiByte, did y'all hear Uncle Cliff when he mentioned Byte in that? It's over an hour long. He just recently posted. He was ill. He and his wife. Glad y'all better. Glad y'all better. Good to have you back, Uncle Cliff. Thank you, sir. You helped me tremendously. One day I would love just to shake your hand, nothing more. That's it, man. You are a gift from God. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. But no, y'all go back and listen to that video. He said bite in that video. Only one time. Find where he said bite and listen to those few sentences, those couple paragraphs in there. And when he says bite, think DigiByte. Okay? It's going to happen. It's going to happen quick. So that's why I'm just hodling. I'm not selling off here, trying to ride it up, 10% sell off and then hope that it comes back down and buy in and gain another 10%. I'm not riding that train. This is dollar cost averaging. But do y'all see the potential in Populous? And I mean just an immediate turnkey. As soon as cryptocurrencies go up and then the government, the SEC, everything works out fine, which it will. But let's just say the Populous is a security, okay? Which it is. I believe it is. Alright, and we already got all these other coins that done went nuts. Well, what else did I say? Remember what I said about Puerto Rico? It was like Article 20 something. It's 20, there were two different ones. One's more for business, one's more for personal when you're taking profits in crypto. Then you don't have to pay all the taxes. You still remain a United States citizen. You live in Puerto Rico for more than, it's right over 60 days, no, 6 months. 6 months in Puerto Rico. And then you can claim a dual citizenship, not pay any taxes to the IRS for cryptocurrency at all. So when this does go nuts, I'm going shopping. I'm going scouting. Now, I suggest if you do, that you rent there for 6 months to learn the layout of the land before you just up and buy a piece of property in a foreign nation you don't know nothing about. Or the neighborhood mainly. You want to know the damn neighborhood. I mean, look, y'all, it's a Caribbean, crystal clear blue waters. I mean, it's just absolute paradise over there. Nice houses. I mean, they had a Category 5 run across Puerto Rico like last year or the year before last, and just knocked them out. And then on top of it, their currency devalued 3 times already. Did you know that Puerto Rico, I can't say it right, I got cotton mouth at the moment, I would roll my R's and all, but Puerto Rico defaulted on their bonds 3 different times, versus the U.S. currency versus cryptocurrency. I mean, we're not looking at cryptocurrency, just versus the U.S. dollar. You can buy a damn mansion where you got people living in the place that one person cleans and everything, another person does the yard and shit and trims the hedges and bushes, takes care of the swimming pool, whatever. They live there, they cook there, all that kind of stuff. They maintain the property, shit. You just come and go. You just want somebody to hold down the fort a little bit. I mean, really, what you gonna have? A sofa, a couple end tables, a coffee table, a few TVs. I mean, so what? Really? It's a getaway, man. Go out and enjoy life and walk on the beach. Get the damn sand between your toes. Don't lose sight of what this life is given to you. You need to enjoy this life. That's what I plan to do, and I'm doing. I love every day. Yeah, I'm wore out, I ain't gonna lie, but you know what, I'm asleep and I'm gonna recover. But no, the currency was devalued so much, you can get a damn mansion for next to nothing. And they're rebuilding all kinds of stuff, because that was the strongest storm to ever wash across Puerto Rico. Ever. They were wiped out. They done rebuilt all kinds of stuff. There's a whole lot of construction going on. And I want to go down there and go scouting some property. And I plan to do that because I plan to take profits one day. And same thing like with Populous. If Populous does this, I'm a made man. That's cool. I mean, I already got it look like a damn 2-dick dog, but shit, with this, and this is generational income here. This ain't just one pump and dump and then that's it. You gotta look for the next one. No, this is a business. This is invoice factoring. Anyway, y'all, that's just my 2 cents, my 2 satoshis. Oh yeah. I had to straighten somebody out on that earlier. It is a cent. It is not a penny. Pick up a penny. It does not say penny anywhere on any cent that was ever minted by the Treasury. So take a look at that. Don't say penny. Penny comes from the term pence. From the British. Remember? 1776. Anyway, whole nother topic. Y'all have a good one.